All right, let's jump right in. So, if you feel like you just got the hang of AI chatbots, well, I've got to tell you, the entire game has already changed. We are literally on the edge of a massive shift in how we use technology, and we're moving way beyond simple conversations.
And look, this isn't some sci fi prediction for the future. The data shows this is happening right now. The Verge is pointing to a huge shift where people are moving away from just asking AI questions, they're using AI to actually do things. Yeah, those tools we all got so used to in the last year or two, they're already on their way out.
I know, that sounds like a crazy thing to say, but hear me out. That first wave, the excitement of just generating text and pictures, that's giving way to a much more serious and frankly way more disruptive phase of AI. The age of the simple chatbot is pretty much over.
So, what's taking its place? This right here is the heart of it. We're seeing AI's job description change completely. It's going from being a glorified encyclopedia that just answers questions to being an active operator in our digital world.
And here's the difference in a nutshell. A standard chatbot. It answers a question, it generates text, that's it. An agentic workflow, on the other hand, is actually operating your software, juggling a bunch of different tools, and carrying out complex multi-step plans. It's just playing in a totally different league.
So, what in the world is an agentic workflow? Well, it's not just a smarter chatbot. It's an AI system where you can give it a big picture goal, and it, all by itself, figures out the steps, picks the right software for the job, and then just executes the whole process on its own. This analogy just nails it. A calculator is an amazing tool for one specific job, right? But the accountant is the one with a strategy. They know how and when to use that calculator, plus spreadsheets and emails and everything else to get a big, complicated job done. That's the huge leap we're talking about here.
So, how does this all actually work in a real business? Let's take a look under the hood and see how these agents are tackling the kind of stuff people do every single day at their jobs. Okay, check out this super practical example. Imagine just telling your computer, generate the quarterly sales report. An AI agent doesn't just give you instructions. Nope. It goes and does it. It opens up Salesforce and Tableau on its own, pulls all the right sales numbers, creates the charts you need, and then pops open Google Docs and drafts a whole summary for you. It does the entire workflow from start to finish. And this is what makes it all possible. These agents can use your desktop software just like you do. They can follow complex plans, they can use a bunch of different apps at the same time, and this one's huge. They can even work behind the scenes, letting a manager kick off a whole bunch of automated tasks with just one simple command. All right, this is all really cool tech, I get it. But why should you care about this right now? Because this shift is already creating massive shockwaves through the entire economy. This number? It's absolutely wild. Since just January, the amount of money businesses are spending on AI tokens, which is basically AI computing power, has shot up 13 times. 13! Companies are way past the experimenting phase. They are spending serious cash to deploy these systems to do real work right now. And here's what that means for people's jobs. A new analysis from Boston Consulting Group estimates that up to 55% of all U.S. jobs are going to be fundamentally changed by this tech in the next 3 years. It's not about replacing everyone, but it is about changing the day-to-day work for more than half the country's workforce. And you can already see this happening. I mean, think about it. When you automate a ton of admin and data entry work, companies suddenly don't need as much office space, right? Boom, that hits the commercial real estate market. Or in cybersecurity, there are now specialized agents hunting down and fixing security flaws way faster than any human team ever could. This quote from Bloomberg really drives it home. This isn't just a theory anymore. Businesses are literally swapping out entire teams of people who do manual data entry for these super efficient AI agents that can just run in the cloud 24/7. This is the real-world business case that's fueling this whole revolution. Now, what's really blowing my mind is that this isn't just about a bunch of separate little tools. No, what we're actually seeing is the construction of a brand new digital foundation, a whole ecosystem for these agents to live in and work together. And again, this is not a someday thing. Look at what's being built as we speak. There are universal directories so agents can find each other. Google is building standardized servers so agents can securely access company data. Open source tools are letting anyone build these things, and even DARPA is funding new languages specifically for AIs to talk to each other. They're building the bedrock for a whole new internet.
So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. Agentic AI isn't just another app you download. It is becoming the fundamental operating system for how work gets done, in the same way that Windows or iOS became the operating system for our computers. It's a foundational layer that's going to change every single thing that gets built on top of it. And that brings us to one last, pretty intense question. As this technology gets better and better, it really makes you look at your own job. If what you do, day in and day out, is really just a series of digital tasks, moving data around, using different tools, what's really stopping a tireless, super efficient AI agent from doing it instead? It's definitely something to think about.